Hello and a warm welcome to the Sandwall Turf Club for our barrier trials this Tuesday the 4th of February, and there will be 8 trials conducted on track 2 as we are approximately 10 minutes away until the starting time of the first of the trials, which should commence at 9:10. So the runners and riders will appear on screen shortly, and they'll eventually be making their way down to the 1,000 meter mark, where all of our trials will be contested over for today's trials in the build up to our race meeting on Sunday. Which is the 9th of February. So the runners and riders about to appear on screen now, as we'll quickly run through who is who. Good Start will be ridden by Saifuddin. Lord's Command to be ridden by Clyde Lett. Sondron Hera to be ridden by AK Lim. General Command will be ridden by Behalden. Renzo to be ridden by J. Ikram. Energy Baby to be ridden by Atmazani. Major King will be ridden by Shafiq. And Bid Union will be ridden by Andre de Silva. Those are the runners and riders for Trial 1, which will be up next in about 8 minutes. And the runners are moving in for trial 1 this morning. Good start, the first runner to step forward. Field of 8 runners for this trial. As the next runner has moved in is Sondron Hera. Now for the turn of Renzo. Energy Baby, that's the grey. Moves in. Now for the turn of Major King. And we're left with 2 more runners left to load. Bid Union. Bid Union joins the line. And the last runner, General Command. And we'll be set for a start. General Command steps forward. 8 runners, 1,000 meters, trial 1 for the morning. Gates are open and they're sent on their way from the 1,000 meter mark, and the start has caught them in a perfect line. Good start towards the inside, broke out well, pushing forward as well as Sondron Hera alongside Lord's Command. Deep out on the track, you've got Bid Union, who's joined up alongside Major King to make a line of 4 heading down the back straight and into the turn. Settling on the heels of the leading quartet of runners is Sondron Hera, who after that good start is 2 lengths off the leader. Joined up alongside General Command, then 2 lengths away to Renzo. And making up the back end of the field is Energy Baby, with only about 4 lengths covering first to last. As they're at the top of the straight now with 400 meters left to travel. And down the center, Lord's Command looks to have the narrow advantage over the field. Good starts down towards the inside. Deep routes on the track, you've got Major King, who's joined up alongside Bid Union. Renzo's in behind, runners with Sondron Hera, as well as General Command. And then deep route, got Major King, as they're into the final 100 meters now, and Major King's now picked up the advantage from Good Start. These two looking to go to the line together. Good Start, I think, just gets there on the line. On the inside, finishing off strongly was Renzo. Then deep route, you had Major King. As a blanket finish for the rest of the positions here, Sondron Hera was involved, as well as Bid Union. Then further back in the field, we had the likes of Energy Baby. We'll confirm those minor placings shortly. So it was a blanket finish at the end, with about not even 5 lengths covering first to last. It's even closer than that, probably about 3 lengths from first to last. But the winner will go the way of Good Start, who gets his nose down in time in the sorts of Saifudan. Second place, Renzo. Third place looks to have gone the way of Major King, and gets very close for fourth. You can see Clyde Letch runner Lord's Command. The head is obscured. I think Bid Union might get his head down in time up on the outside, but can't judge, as I can't see the inside horse's nose. But I think Bid Union gets up into fourth, just ahead of Lord's Command rather than fifth. Then deep routes on the track was General Command, followed by Energy Baby. And last across the line was Sondron Hera. So just to repeat those numbers, very close and compact finish here, but Good Start is the winner from Renzo in second. Third place, Major King. In fourth was Bid Union. Fifth place, Lord's Command. Sixth place, General Command. Seventh, Energy Baby. and 8th was Sondron Hera. It does get quite close between Lord's Command down on the inside as well as up on the outside General Command for 5th and 6th placings, but we'll just confirm that later on the websites when those results come through. So good start, the winner. Renzo 2nd place, 3rd place Major King, 4th place provisionally is Bid Union, just ahead of Lord's Command, and then came General Command, I believe, in 6th, 7th place Energy Baby, and last across the line Sondron Hera. That concludes Trial 1. Up next is Trial 2, and that will commence in approximately 6 minutes' time. Runners and riders for Barrier Trial 2, starting off with Iron Storm, will be ridden by Winston Cheer. Big Bird, to be ridden by Clyde Lett. Fortune Changer, S. John. Northern Alliance, Nutman. Tributo, to be ridden by Soria. Yola will be ridden by S.U. Lim. Pacific Atlantic, to be ridden by Sai Fuden. And Jin Sakamoto, to be ridden by A.K. Lim. Those are the runners and riders for Barrier Trial 2, and they'll be making their way down to the start shortly. And runners moving in for trial 2, Fortune Changer, the first runner to step forward. Once again, a field of 8 runners. Northern Alliance moves in. YOLO's moved in. About half the field has stepped forward. It's Jin Sakamoto as the next runner to move in. Iron Storm. And then we're left with 2 more runners left to load. And then we'll be set for a start. Tributo. And the last runner will be Big Bird. Big Bird being called into line. Moves in. 8 runners, 1,000 meters. Trial 2 for the morning. Gates are open and they're sent on their way from the 1,000 meter mark. Northern Alliance was about 2 or 3 lengths slow when the starter said go. Jin Sakamoto hit the ground running as one of the early front runners right there, as well as Tributo. Then deeper out on the track you've got Pacific Atlantic, who's pushing forward to try and get up into a handier position, as well as Big Bird, who's also caught wide in the early stages. Iron Storm's got the rails run, racing 3 to 4 lengths off the leader. Then comes YOLO, 2 lengths away to Fortune Changer, and the bat marker for now is Northern Alliance, who's racing a good 8 lengths off the leaders. They quicken up in front with 450 meters left to travel, and it's Jin Sakamoto who's got the lead. Racing in second, Pacific Atlantic. Towards the inside is Tributo. On the heels of those 3, you've got Iron Storm. Then deeper out on the track is YOLO, who's trying to work his way into the trial, followed by Big Bird, Fortune Changer. Northern Alliance is last of all. 150 left to travel now, and it's wide open. Down the center, you've got Pacific Atlantic. Towards the inside, Jin Sakamoto, as well as Tributo with the run down to the wire, and it'll go the way of Pacific Atlantic. Second and third, it's very close with Jin Sakamoto as well as Tributo. Deeper out on the track, you had YOLO, followed by Fortune Changer. Iron Storm faded out in the closing stages. Then came Northern Alliance, and the bat marker was Big Bird. So Saifudan will win once again. The winner of the first trial and wins the second trial here aboard Pacific Atlantic from the David Cox stable. And got quite close in the end, with the 2 runners on the inside applying the pressure. A few runners faded out quite badly in the final 200 meters or so. The Pacific Atlantic will come home to win this trial, wins by about a neck. Second and third gets mighty close. And I actually, once again, can't see the middle horse's nose. So that is obscured, so we have to wait for confirmation for Tributo, as well as Jin Sakamoto. Can't separate them for now. 4th place definitely went to YOLO. And then it was a good couple of lengths further back to Iron Storm, who was back in 5th. Followed by Fortune Changer, who was in 6th. 7th went the way of Northern Alliance, and Big Bird was last across the line in 8th. So just to repeat the numbers, we'll probably get a better angle once again for second and third, but the winner was Pacific Atlantic. Second or third is either Tributo or Jin Sakamoto. I wonder if we'll be able to separate them with a second glance. Just wait for the replay to roll back. 4th place went the way of YOLO. 5th place Iron Storm. In 6th we had Fortune Changer. 7th place Northern Alliance. And last across the line in 8th was Big Bird. So those are the provisional results. The only query is 2nd or 3rd between Tributo or Jin Sakamoto. You can see on the inside is Tributo. In the sorts of Surya. In the middle is Jin Sakamoto. And as they hit the line there, I think it might go to Jin Sakamoto for 2nd. It looks like his nose is still down in time. So provisionally Jin Sakamoto for 2nd and 3rd place going the way of Tributo, just to provisionally give those results. As we'll move on to trial 3, which will be up next. And that should be off in about 6 or 7 minutes time. And once again, it's a full field of 8 runners, or 9 runners even. And runners and riders for trial 3 this morning. Starting off with the Wild Hero, who'll be ridden by Akmazani. Electronic Booms, ridden by CK Ung. Vigod to be ridden by S. John. Top Field will be ridden by Andre De Silva. Pacific Empire to be ridden by Lala De Souza. War Star will be ridden by Shafiq. Kim General, Winston Cheer. Infinity Victory, CK Cole. And Honesty will be ridden by Clyde Leck. Those are your runners and riders for trial 3. And they'll be making their way down to the 1,000 meter mark in due course. Runners are moving in for trial 3. The Wild Hero, the first runner to move in. Vidra about to step forward. Pacific Empire. War Star steps forward. Infinity Victory about to move in. Very similar sorts of CK Core and Shafiq of Infinity Victory and War Star. Kim General moves in. Electronic Boom joins the line. And just 2 more runners left to load Honesty, as well as Top Field. And then we'll be set for a start. Top Field moves in, and Honesty to complete the lineup. Honesty steps forward, field of 9 runners, set and ready. And they're away and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark. Pacific Empire hit the ground well as one of the early front runners alongside War Star. And Infinity Victory is also pushing forward up on the outside of runners alongside Honesty. Then battle away 2 lengths further back in the field to Vidya, who sits on the outside of Electronic Boom. He's just a little bit uncomfortable and goes a further couple of lengths back, does Electronic Boom. Deeper out on the track is Kim General alongside Top Field. And then further back to the Wild Hero, and Electronic Boom after that good start is now racing last of all and is 8 lengths off the leader. They're homeward bound with 400 meters left to travel, and up in front it's War Star right alongside Infinity Victory. Deeper out on the track is Honesty, they're being followed by Pacific Empire. Further back to Top Field is now starting to run on towards the outside of runners with Vigor, and then comes the Wild Hero. 200 meters left to travel now, and down towards the inside War Star's gone clear. He's gone 3 lengths to the grid and won't be for the catching this morning. And War Star will win easing up at the line. Second place, Infinity Victory. Then came Top Field in third, followed by the Wild Hero. Vidya was next best across the line. Then came Honesty. Further back, a couple of lengths in running to Kim General. And then came Pacific Empire and Electronic Boom. So War Star under Shafiq will come home to win rather comfortably at the end. For the Jason On stable, of course the On Yard had quite a good weekend, winning the feature race on Friday. And good to see the runners are coming to light now. And well, we'll have to wait to see the replay once again. That was way too quickly. So as you can see, War Star winning easing up at the line and wins by about 3 lengths. Second place to Infinity Victory, who was back in second. Third place, Top Field, followed by the Wild Hero, who was back in fourth. Fifth and sixth gets quite close between Vidya as well as Honesty, who's battle on the inside. I think Vidya gets his nose down in time. And Video will get up to finish in 5th, followed by Honesty, who was back in 6th. Then came Kim General in 7th, followed by Pacific Empire in 8th, and a long way back to Electronic Boom, who was last across the line in 9th, and never really looked comfortable, did Electronic Boom, and was a distant last. So just to repeat those numbers, the winner, Wall Star, followed by Infinity Victory in 2nd, 3rd place, Top Field, in 4th was the Wild Hero, 5th place, Video, 6th place, Honesty, 7th, Kim General, in 8th was Pacific Empire, and last across the line was Electronic Boom in 9th. That completes trial number 3. Up next is trial 4. And we are a little bit behind schedule, but it should be about 6 or 7 minutes until they'll be down at the start. Up next is Trial 4, and to run through the runners and riders, Viper Command will be ridden by KC Tam, God's Man, Zed Faisal, Frenetic to be ridden by SU Lim, Pacific Snoopy will be ridden by Sai Fudan, Super Bowl to be ridden by Akmazani, RS Diego to be ridden by Azizi, Fortune Wheel, AK Lim, V Invincible, S John, and Free and Happy to be ridden by Shafiq. Those are your runners and riders for Barrier Trial 4, and that will be up next shortly. Runners are being called to load for trial 4. Viper Command moves in. Next runner to load will be God's Man. Frenetic moves in. Pacific Snoopy. Super Bowl steps forward. RS Diego. Next runner to load is Fortune Wheel. The Invincible moves in. And the last runner to load is Free and Happy. A couple of runners very unsettled, and one of them rearing up, which was Frenetic. And RS Diego has been batted out as well. So they'll try again with RS Diego, who was a little bit fractious, and I think that's influenced a few others to start rearing up. So RS Diego steps forward. Gates are open, away and trialing from that 1,000 meter mark, and the starters caught them to a pretty level beginning. Viper Command hopped out smartly, as well as Fortune Wheel. Right there is Super Bowl as well. Down towards the inside of runners is God's Man, who's racing 3 lengths off the gallop. Then comes Pacific Snoopy, followed by The Invincible. Further back in the field is RS Diego. Then comes Free and Happy. And the bat marker for now is Frenetic, racing 8 lengths off the leader. Midway through the turn with 500 meters left to travel, Viper Command has a 2-length lead. Racing in second is Fortune Wheel. They're being followed further back in the field by Super Bowl. Towards the inside is God's Man, racing 5 lengths off the leader. Deeper out Pacific Snoopy. Then comes Free and Happy, makes his run alongside The Invincible, followed by RS Diego, and towards the back end of the field is Frenetic. 200 meters left to travel. Viper Command still in front, but now feels the challenge. Is up on the outside. Fortune Wheel starting to run on smartly, and Fortune Wheel's picked it up in the closing stages here, and Fortune Wheel will win going away. Second place going to get very close. We'll go to the outside of runners. Super Bowl just ahead of Viper Command. Then further back in the field we had Pacific Snoopy. They were followed by God's Man. Breakaway of a couple of lengths further back to Free and Happy. Then came Frenetic, followed by The Invincible. And last across the line could have been RS Diego. So that completes barrier trial 4. And it will be Fortune Wheel who comes home to win in a comfortable manner in the end. Second place running on. Towards the outside you had Super Bowl. It is Fortune Wheel on the 8K limb that comes home to win this trial, followed by Super Bowl in second. Third place Viper Command. Back and fourth you had Pacific Snoopy. Fifth place was God's Man. They were followed further back by Free and Happy, who was back in sixth place. Then came Frenetic in seventh. Eighth went the way of The Invincible, and last across the line was RS Diego. So to repeat the numbers, Fortune Wheel, the winner, followed by Super Bowl in second. Third place, Viper Command. In fourth was Pacific Snoopy. Fifth place, God's Man. In sixth, we had Free and Happy. Seventh place, Frenetic. Eighth was The Invincible. And RS Diego was last across the line in ninth place. So that completes Barrier Trial 4. As we just reached the halfway mark for today's trials. And up next will be Trial 6, and the runners and riders will appear on screen shortly. Runners and riders now for Barrier Trial 5 this morning. Salamins to be ridden by S. John. Newtman will rather ride Oatwood. Shihab to be ridden by A.K. Lim. Smart Light Jason to be ridden by Shafiq. Mochi will be ridden by S.U. Lim. Cheval Pegasus, Andre De Silva. Chinese Dream, Saifuddin. And Baby Twins will be ridden by Atmazani. Those are your runners and riders for Barrier Trial 5. As we have 4 more trials left for this morning. And the runners will be making their way down to the start shortly. Runners moving in for trial 5. Woodwood, the first one to move in. Let's run to step forward, Shihab. Now for the turn of Smart Light Jason. Field of 8 runners for this trial. Mochi moves in. Chinese Dream. Baby Twins steps forward. And then just 2 more runners left to load. Cheval Pegasus and Salamence will complete the field. Salamence steps forward. 8 runners, 1,000 meters. Gates are open. Sent on their way from that 1,000 meter mark. Chinese Dream didn't get the best of breaks, and at the back end of the field early on. Salamence broke out on speed alongside Wood. Deep route on the track, you've got Mochi pushes forward alongside Baby Twins. Then comes Cheval Pegasus, who's also trapped deep in the early stages. Further back to Smart Light Jason, now being passed up on the inside by Shihab. And Chinese Dream is the bat marker, racing 8 lengths off the leader. 500 meters left to travel. Up in front, it's Wood. That is the one in front alongside Mochi. Then deep routes on the track, you've got Baby Twins. Racing just in behind those is Cheval Pegasus, who starts to improve around runners. Down towards the inside in the blue salts is Salamence, who races alongside Shihab. And the bat marker is Chinese Dream as well as Smart Light Jason. 200 meters left to travel now, and up on the outside, Cheval Pegasus has picked up the lead. Down towards the inside, Wood's trying to fight back alongside Mochi. It's still out in front, Cheval Pegasus with the run down to the line, and is going to win by about half a length. Second place going the way of Mochi. Third and fourth gets very close between Wood as well as Shihab. Further back you had Chinese Dream, then a breakaway of a few lengths to Baby Twins, followed by the likes of Salamence, and last across the line was Smart Light Jason. Cheval Pegasus under Andre De Silva will win trial 5 this morning. Cruising up quite well up on the outside of runners. And will win by probably just over a neck in the closing stages. Second place going the way of Mochi, who actually runs this weekend and certainly didn't put up a bad trial here. Wood was back in third, followed by in fourth, which was Shihab. Fifth place went the way of Chinese Dream, just ahead of Baby Twins. Seventh went the way of Salamence, and last across the line was Smart Light Jason. So let's repeat the numbers. Cheval Pegasus the winner. Second place went the way of Mochi. Third place Wood. Fourth place Shihab. In fifth we had Chinese Dream. Sixth place Baby Twins. In seventh was Salamence. And eighth went the way of Smart Light Jason. That completes barrier trial 5. Up next is trial 6. And that will also be a field of 8 runners over 1,000 meters and should commence in about 6 or 7 minutes time. Runners and riders for barrier trial 6 this morning. Starting off with Tucky, who'll be ridden by Arn Nutman. Ahone will be ridden by Saifudin. Wins 8, Andre de Silva. Style of Dragon, Faisal. Outfits ridden by Shafiq. The Shadow to be ridden by AK Lim. Golden Sentience will be ridden by KC Tam. And Wind of Dubai to be ridden by John. So those are the runners and riders for barrier trial 6, as we just have 3 more trials left for this morning. And the first runner to move in was Tucky. Field of 8 runners, once again over 1,000 meters. As they've bundled up a hone. Steps forward. Wins 8. Moves in. Style of Dragon steps forward. Outfit moves in. And we're left with 3 more runners left to load. Golden Sentience moves in. Wind of Dubai. And the last runner will be the Shadow to complete the field. Just backs away at the first attempt. Already has the blindfold on, does the Shadow. The Shadow halfway in and then backs out. The Shadow moves in and they'll be sent on their way shortly. Starters on the rostrum. Gates are open. They're sent on their way from the 1,000 meter mark. The starters brought them to a pretty level beginning once again. Tucky broke out quickly alongside a hone, but there goes up around them on the outside. Wins 8 to go and lead the field. Heading down the batch straight. Then comes Outfit, who also shows some good pace alongside Style of Dragon. 3 lengths away to Tucky after that good start has faded quite badly in the field. Is now racing 3/4 of the way back, followed by Golden Sentience. And the bat pairing is the Shadow, racing alongside Wind of Dubai. They're in clear 2 separate groups here as they approach the top of the straight with 450 meters left to travel. But Wins 8 is the one in front. Up on the outside of runners is Outfit. They're being followed by Style of Dragon. And it's a bit breakaway of probably about 8 lengths in running to a hone who's racing alongside Golden Sentience, followed by Tucky. And outpaced as Wind of Dubai is a long way back. 200 meters left to go. It's a trial of 2 here. Up in front, we've got Wins 8, deeper out on the track. Outfit trying to cut back the deficit with every stride. And here comes Outfit to win going away in the closing stages. Outfit the winner, followed by Wins 8 in 3rd place. We had Style of Dragon. 4th was Golden Sentience, just ahead of the Shadow. Then came Tucky, followed by a hone, and a long way back to Wind of Dubai. Well, it almost seemed like there were 2 separate trials in this trial. You had a group of 3 up in front, and the remainder probably a good 10 lengths back of the 3rd placed horse at the end. The winner was Outfit under Shafiq for the Jason On stable once again. He really quickened up smartly up on the outside of runners. Well, I said 10 lengths between 3rd and 4th. It's probably closer to 15 lengths at the end. The winner was Outfit, just ahead of Wins 8 in 2nd. 3rd placing went the way of Style of Dragon. And a long way back to the 4th placed horse, as we just wait for the replay to run through. Probably just over 15 lengths to the 4th placed horse, Golden Sentience, followed by the Shadow, who is in 5th. 6th place went to Tucky, followed by Ahone in 7th, and Wind of Dubai was last across the line. And that completes trial 6 for the morning. The results: Outfit the winner, wins 8 in 2nd. 3rd place Style of Dragon. 4th place Golden Sentience. In 5th was the Shadow. 6th place Tucky. 7th place Ahone. And in 8th place was Wind of Dubai. And that completes barrier trial 6. Moving on to trial 7, the penultimate of this morning's trials. Runners and riders for barrier trial 7, the second last trial for the morning. Royal Prerogatives, ridden by Andre De Silva. War Code will be ridden by H. Heikel. 2 Million, Clyde Lett. Pacific Fortune, Saifuddin. Last Lost, to be ridden by Atmazani. Rook's Gambit, 8A Lim. And Red Maned will be ridden by S. John. Those are the runners and riders for trial 7, which will be up next and should be contested in about 5 to 6 minutes' time. Royal Prerogative, the first runner to move in. Field of 7 runners for trial 7. War Code moves in. Next runner to load, 2 million. 2 million steps forward. Pacific Fortune. Laslos. Red Maid moves in. And the last runner to move forward, Roots Gambit. 7 runners, 1,000 meters. Sent on their way from the 1,000 meter mark. Royal Prerogative was slow into stride, and Pacific Fortune wasn't the best away either. Red Main from that wide draw hopped out smartly as one of the early front runners. War Code pushes forward on the inside, right alongside Laslos. They made it a line of 3, heading down the back straight, then 2 lengths away to 2 million, who sits on the inside of Roots Gambit. 2 lengths further back to Royal Prerogative, and that's racing at the back end of the field with Pacific Fortune. Only about 3 lengths cover the field as they're homeward bound with 450 meters left to travel. War Code up in front, but now challenged up on the outside by runners. Roots Gambit, the first one to challenge, with Laslos then deeper out on the track. You've got Red Maned. They've been followed by Pacific Fortune. 2 millions down towards the inside, as well as Royal Prerogative. Still only 3 lengths cover the field as they're into the final 200 meters now in War Code. A little bit green and all over the show. Still the one in front, only by about a length. Racing away in second is Laslos, then 2 lengths away to 2 million. But it's all War Code in the closing stages will win well. Second place going to Laslos. Third went the way of 2 million, just ahead of Royal Prerogative. Then came Red Maned. They were followed further back by Pacific Fortune. And last across the line was Roots Gambit. And I do apologize if there's any feedback coming into the speakers and microphone. It's a little bit irritating in the ear. But War Code has come home to win this trial. And wins by about 1.5 lengths in the closing stages. Second place going the way of Laslos. Third placing went the way of 2 million. They were followed further back by Royal Prerogative. Back in 5th place was Red Maned, who had quite a wide trip in transit. Then followed by Pacific Fortune, who was in 6th. And 7th was Roots Gambit and completed the field last of all. So to repeat those numbers, the winner War Code, followed by Laslos in 2nd. 2 million was in 3rd. 4th place Royal Prerogative. In 5th was Red Maned. 6th place Pacific Fortune. And in 7th was Roots Gambit. That completes trial 7. Up next is the 8th and final trial for the morning. Runners and riders for the final trial this morning, starting off with Dream Ma, who will be ridden by Andre de Silva. Guess Me to be written by H. Heikel. Iron Conflict will be written by Beholden. Ice Age to be written by Clyde Lett. Sheesh will be written by John. Hayato to be written by Saifuddin. Crown Dancing, 88 Lim. And Bid Day to be written by Akmazani. Those are your runners and riders for the 8th and final trial for the morning, and it should start in about 6 or 7 minutes time. Loading process underway for the final trial. Dreamer, the first runner to move in. So it seems like there's a jockey change with SU Lim riding Crown Dancing. As Iron Conflict's about to move in. Ice Age steps forward. Four more runners left to load. Sheesh moves in. Now for the turn of Crown Dancing. Big Day steps forward. And Hayato completes the field. Just about set for a start. Last trial of the morning. Gates are open and they're fired on their way from the 1,000 meter mark. Hayato missed the kick and was 2 to 3 lengths slow into stride. Dream Ma hopped out smartly towards the inside of runners, as well as Ice Sage. Right there is Guess Me, then deeper out on the track. Crown Dancing got off to a good start, but now will concede his position to race about 3 lengths off the leader in fourth. Iron Conflict sits on the inside of Sheesh, then 2 lengths away to Big Day. And the bat marker for now is Hayato, with over a dozen lengths that cover the field. As they got 500 meters left to travel. Out in front, Guess Me is the leader by about a length and a half. Racing away in second is Dream Ma, slowly starts to cut back the deficit on the inside. 5 lengths away to Ice Sage, who's next best, followed further back from the field by Sheesh. Then towards the inside, Crown Dancing, and deeper out is Big Day. 200 meters left to travel now. It's Guess Me who's still in front. Down towards the inside is Dream Ma. These two are lengths clear of the rest of the field, but it's going to be Guess Me in the closing stages is going to win by just over a length. Guess Me the winner, Dream Ma in second. Third place was Big Day. They were followed by Sheesh. Next runner across the line, Crown Dancing, just ahead of Ice Age. Then further back to Hayato, and last across the line was Iron Conflict. So Guess Me from the HY Chen stable will win this trial, beats the stable companion Dream Ma into second. But it's up on the outside, Guess Me and the sorts of HI Cull. That wins the 8th and final trial for the morning. Second place, Dream Ma. And it was a breakaway of about 6 or 7 lengths further back to the third placed runner, who was Big Day, who finished in third. Fourth place went the way of Sheesh. Further back from the field, we had Crown Dancing, who was batting fifth. Ice Age was next across the line in sixth. They were followed further back by Hayato, who was one from last, and last across the line was Iron Conflict, and he finished in 8th place. Just to repeat those numbers for the last trial, Guess Me the winner, followed by Dream Ma in second. Third place was Big Day. Fourth, Sheesh. In fifth, you had Crown Dancing. Sixth place went to Ice Age. In seventh, Hayato. And last across the line was Iron Conflict in 8th place. That completes our barrier trials for the morning. Thank you very much for joining us. as we'll head into racing this weekend. First on Saturday, we've got racing at Ipoh, and then on Sunday we'll be back here at the Selindor Turf Club for what I believe and what looks like could be an 11 race card on the program. So certainly a lot of racing taking place this weekend, and we look forward to the racing taking place here. So until then, farewell and goodbye, and we'll see you at the races this Sunday.